Just what was going through that gnome's mind? Just what was his game? He's trying to play everyone against each other. But when you do that, you're only working against yourself. Whatever artifact he was here to hunt, whoever he was hunting it for, Prometheus couldn't fathom. What mattered to Prometheus was that he stopped this man before his wicked schemes came to fruition. He had lost his lead for now, so he set his mind to his other tasks, namely the Stag Lord. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kingmaker with me, McGammar. Last time, we found Tartuccio inside of this ancient tomb here, and recruited Jaethal, an Inquisitor of Urgathoa. She'll be very helpful to us as we continue our journey through the Stolen Lands.
I tire.
As you can see, now everybody's getting tired. Namely, the people with lower constitution are going to get tired first. Valerie will get tired, but not yet. I want to do a little bit more on this adventuring day before I rest.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Would be nice.
The penalty is not so bad. -2 strength and dex. That's effectively a -1 to various physical rolls.
As it should be.
How curious.
It'll affect some things, but overall I think we can fight while tired. Grab that.
In due time.
Another bag over here. Explore the map thoroughly. Try to find all the little goodies and knickknacks.
All according to plan.
Sure does feel like some thick woods here. Ah, here we are. The dark-haired bandit is kicking the ground irritably. When she sees you, she squares her shoulders and clenches her hand axes. Well, look who's here. I'm not good, so unfortunately I cannot use this alignment choice. That means, no matter what, I'm going to get into conflict with her. And no matter what, she will die. I'm looking for the Stag Lord's fortress. Perhaps you'd be willing to help for a small reward? You really think I serve him for money? Kressel smirks bitterly. Enough talk. Die! Who would hope to find honor among thieves? It would be a pleasure to cross blades with you. You're already up and in? We're still a little bit hurt from our previous encounters, but we're alright. There's no surprise round. There's loads of enemies. But I need to get in there and I need to tie them up. Try intimidation on her. It failed. Okay. Move you up. Get with longsword. They're moving. They're getting there. Don't like that guy on top of the tower. I'm probably going to have my ranged people try and deal with you exclusively. You know what, let's use a magic missile on you. Maximum damage on that missile. Let's have you move up. And start your song. Cat. Could go for a flanking maneuver. But I don't think I want to do that. I have a different plan. I am going to cast Grease on the ground right here. That should make their melee fighters a little bit easier to deal with. Yeah, Miri can come around on the side over here. Yeah, their archers might be a problem, but we'll deal with their front line first. Good hit. Let's go around my grease pit.
Advance.
Not really sure what's going on over there. Their rolls are not very good. And I'm going to use my arcane bonded object to recover my use of magic missiles and fire it again. Another maximum roll. Delightful.
You deserved it.
No full attack on the... Okay, never mind. One hit was enough. I do not want to go into the pit.
This will hurt.
It handles them up there. Alright, let's, where are the last couple enemies? Work your way around. Okay, you're not able to make it over. You know what? You can tie them up, though. Keep on moving. You're very slow, but that's okay. You can scare them a little. Let them know that you're coming for them.
Learn how to use it first.
Okay, I cannot coup de grace someone just because they're on the ground. That's unfortunate. But okay.
May I see your entrails, please?
Any last wishes?
Getting some hits in. I do not want to go into the muck. I put it there. That doesn't mean I have to be the one to fall for my own trap.
Let's try this way. Bring it.
Ah, intimidation worked in my favor. Let's try that again. Still on the ground.
Worthy.
Burn. Slice.
Yeah, this combat went really heavily in my favor.
This is where I step in.
Got some good rolls today. Yeah, that's a shame. But I was given no opportunity for this to not fight. I did try to give her a way out. I tried to bribe her.
Here I am.
Let's just
See.
take all the loot we can. Oh, it's a guy. You see a dark-haired man that is about 45, though the wrinkles on his face make him look 60 at first sight. He's currently a prisoner, judging from his tied hands. He slouches a bit, squinting short-sightedly at the light as he moves his lips as though speaking to someone invisible. He jerks his head up as he notices you. Praise Erastil, someone finally chased off those scoundrels. Thank you, stranger. My name is Jod Kavkin. I'm a priest of Erastil, from Galt. Those bandits attacked me as I was crossing the river. Said they wanted to take me to their leader, make me heal their wounds. Not a chance. The strength granted me by Erastil is meant to help honest people, not robbers. How did you come to be in these lands, Jod? I was led here by vision sent by the elk god, Jod says with veneration. Erastil showed me that somewhere in the wild land lies the temple of the elk, an ancient shrine, forlorn and desecrated. I saw the ruins of the temple, and the shadows of a predator lurking in sorcerous fog. I felt the echoes of a vicious rituals performed on the once blessed place. I had no doubts. Erastil revealed all of this to me so I could stop the ungodly sorcery that's desecrating the temple. And where is this temple? That I don't know. Visions, even divine ones, are often vague and unreliable. I know only that the temple is somewhere near, in the Null Marshes. But I'm afraid I won't be able to find it myself. What with the bandits lurking around every corner of this place. Jod shakes his head sadly. Let's release Jod, because we're a good person. I'm glad I could help. Jod mutters a bit, rubbing his hands. Oh, these times. To be as surprised to meet an honest man as to see a manticore in a vegetable stall. Thank you for your help. I've exhausted my supply of prayers, but I'll gladly repay you in the future, once I've restored my strength. Come to me if you ever need to be healed or blessed. I'm afraid an old fool like me won't be able to handle the mission given by Erastil on my own. How can I search for the temple when the bandits around here won't let me take a single step? I'll head to old Lake Livingston's trading post. Livingstone? No, Leviton, sorry. To rest and think on what to do next. Please, traveler, you must happen to discover the ruins of the Temple of the Elk. Come inform the old Jod. My gratitude will know no bounds. And you are now no longer bound, and you're probably going to slip into grease.
I'm listening.
Or not. Can you open this? No, that's locked.
I am your shield.
Alright, well,
Speak.
some masterwork hand axes.
Follow my lead.
Good stuff. And I accidentally took Amiri into the grease anyway. Alright, I have 2 chances to pick this, or more if I use quick save. Let's try.
My life is a burden.
In due time.
First try. A watchtower. The bandits seem to have planned seriously to secure the area. Another quick save here, because this tarp is important. You get 1 shot.
I tire.
The bandits' belongings are piled together in a messy heap. Search the belongings for information or valuables. Ah, good, I succeeded on this check, the hidden check. You find a cache under all the clothes and blankets. Opening the lid of the small hollow, you find a box full of bottles. An inscription on the side reads, "Wine for the Stag Lord. Don't you dare steal it, fools. I'll make sure you rot." We have passed a lore nature check, which will let us poison the wine. Alternatively, we could take it to sell as loot, but I'm going to poison the wine. And then we leave it there. Hopefully, when we encounter the Stag
That
Lord
is
in the
not
future,
far.
he will have imbibed that poison. Will that handle him immediately? We'll see. Some more bandits.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
Okay. Let's see. One of you guys has a bow, one of you guys doesn't. I'll go for the bow.
I got something interesting.
Nice! Because we went first, they were flat-footed, and so we got some sneak attack damage. Very nice. You are not able to engage in melee this turn. It would be weird for you to switch around your weapons just for 1 ranged attack. But it's a good thing that you do know the ability to cast Acid Splash. The Smilodon, on the other hand... I guess we can help flank.
A calculated risk.
Get in there.
Wretched things.
Die, die, die!
Serves you right.
Onwards.
And I missed. And I swing. And I miss. Okay, we got it. We got it. Alright, what we got here? Gnome Hooked Hammer. Of all the types of weapons in the game and in the world, Gnome Hooked Hammer
As it
sure
should
is
be.
one of them. It's exotic. And that's about it.
Adventures call to them.
Alright, we have 2 traps here. For being an exotic weapon, it's about as good as a martial weapon. I think it's supposed to be a double-ended weapon,
Failed. I'm sorry.
but I don't think it is in this system.
It's not my lucky day.
Or maybe it's one of those weapons that like you can switch which end you hit in order to be able to hit with a different damage type.
Applause, please.
Good job, Lindsay, you finally got the thing. I think those guys were supposed to be higher up. A sturdy cart with weapon marks along the sides. Yeah, I think those enemies were supposed to be around here. But they heard the other fight in the area and they came to investigate. Maybe. Masterwork Heavy Flail.
In due time.
Weird. Let's see. Overall, I think I got everything here. Oh, no, I didn't get this. Didn't get some herbs. For cooking.
Follow my lead.
Alright, this is an area that I will pass from time to time. And we are carrying a lot of junk. Lots and lots of worthless junk that we likely just got as loot from those bandits. Price descending. Let's drop some heavy junk on the ground. We do not need this bogging us down and making us get tired on the world map faster. There is a system. You're in melee, you're in melee. You equip that. I didn't give you armor! So let's grab those 2 pieces of armor. Slap the scale mail on you real quick. Yeah, that'll get your AC up there. Now you're fine in melee. The studded leather armor +1 is just a little bit better than a normal chain shirt. Slap that on. I will keep the chain shirt because its value is equal to its weight at least. And we're good. Alright. Double checking. Yeah, this looks good. We're still at a medium load. So I don't think leaving all that armor there was actually doing that much for us.
When we stop.
I didn't realize we were at a medium load until I was already on the world map. So one moment. Sorry, guys. Real gameplay mistakes. What else can I drop that's kind of heavy and kind of worthless? I only need to lose a little bit more pounds. Probably these short swords. Yeah, there we go. 1 short sword was enough to drop us into the next weight tier. Good. I really wish that you could wear this gnome hooked hammer, but unfortunately you just can't. Alright. Let's leave it. Pile of armor and weapons just on the road. For anyone to take.
I tire.
Alright. Now we are here.
We should gather our strength.
Now we are here. I want to get a particular random encounter in this area. I'm going to do 1 rest before I do that. So let's manage our stuff. Let's see. Are you good at cooking? Wow, you're oddly good at cooking. What do you do? 2 undead warriors come to protect Urgothos' chosen and her allies. They cannot be used as guards in guard shifts, but they will fight at the party's side in case of an attack. That's neat. That's neat. How good do you hunt? Not really. Does anybody in our party hunt good? You're the best at hunting in our party. You're kind of bad at everything. That's a real shame. Alright, let's go with this. Let's go with this. We hope it all works. I do need a little bit of extra food. Let's do it.
I respect useful books, but who needs shallow stories? Fables about a knight who slew a dragon won't help you if you meet a dragon in real life.
Then they'll write books about me, Lindsay the Dragon Slayer. Or no, more like Lindsay who was not afraid to challenge a dragon and get heroically eaten in her prime. Sounds good, huh?
Needs work. But no, by all means. A book about fighting a dragon could be a useful thing because it could be tips on where to strike a dragon. Alright. With that meal had, and that conversation had, we'll make a quick save. And we'll slide on the map back and forth for a bit. I want to get a random encounter in this area. It is random whether or not you will encounter this encounter. But what the encounter is not. Much like when I met that old man on the road who was spouting prophecies.
I tire.
The first time you get a random encounter in this particular area,
We should gather our strength.
it will be scripted. A group of well-armed fighters approaches. One of them raises their voice, pointing at you. Hey you, stop right there. Galana, look at this one. Will he do? The group's leader lays her cold and watchful eyes upon you. This one? I suppose. But I don't like his snout. She studies your companions, carefully but nonchalantly, as if examining goods at the market. Listen, you tramps. We're from the Technic League. Our slave died, and we need a replacement. One of you will be coming with us. The rest of you are free to go. I advise against resistance. It would be a quick trick to kill every one of you. Choose now the one that you will give. No negotiations with slavers! Big mistake. Yeah, we're not dealing with this. Alright, what kind of spells you got? I feel like this is a situation for a divine favor. And then you can move into melee and hopefully try and tie them up. Oh wait, no, it's a surprise round! Alright, if it's my turn, then I'm going to try and drop some grease right in the middle of all of them, right about here. Well, I got some of them. You cannot charge, and that's okay. You can try to intimidate the archer. And it failed, but that's alright, you tried. You tried, that's what matters. You still have your Burning Hand spell? Yes, you do. Let's have you get around over here. For next turn. You can't charge, that's okay. You have your spells, you do. You buff yourself up as well. The cat can charge, but I don't want you to charge to the oil. So I think I'll just have you move over into melee with the archer. And you start the song. Alright, combat proper. I don't like that mage. Let's see. Using one spell was good enough. I want to take out the Kalana person as quickly as I can. That wasn't very nice of you. Why did you do that?
Stay behind me.
I moved her too far. Alright. When's a good point to use Burning Hands? If I move to the edge of the grease. Is that going to be enough to hit all of them? No, I think that's only going to get two. You know what? Let's do it anyway. Fell down the grease. That's a cause fear. I don't like the sound of that. Stood up. Got out of the grease. That's not fun. Archer's down. Lindsay's terrified. Let's move away and try to cast Unbreakable Heart. This should help with the fear. Maybe.
Despicable.
Oh no, the fear was on me. Well,
Let us strike as one.
I fired and I missed.
Let the attack commence.
If crossed paths with Technic League, this will be our undoing. Okay, they got hit hard enough that they've just teleported away. That's something. You're casting in melee, more fear, great.
Bring it!
Alright, the cat will move around the oil and go for the mage. Oil, grease, whatever.
You deserved it.
Advance!
We're doing it. I'm coming back.
Let's try this way.
I missed. Provoked an attack because I tried to move. They're scared, so they move. I'm scared, so I moved away, took a hit.
May I see your entrails, please? Tear them apart!
Bad hit against me.
Any last wishes?
This is the last enemy. Come on, guys.
Unworthy.
This should do it.
Let's queue a few more hits.
Do not falter.
He's still scared. Scare him back.
Burn! Slice! Behead! Yes, behead. They go down!
We are flanking. They have 1 health left. Okay, we got it. Alright, let's loot these bodies.
In due
Random
time.
knickknacks and such. Get all their stuff.
All according to plan.
And get ready to head out. It looks like Geothal fell inside the grease. Right, okay. We'll drop another quick save here. The insidious henchmen of the ominous Technic League have disappeared into the thick wilderness of the mysterious stolen lands. But not for long. Soon we'd be upon them. First, though, we'll have to pick up their trail. To do that, we tried to understand, based on what we've seen, what kind of spell Kalana used to get away, and where it could bring her. We have a fair chance at this. Redigan's pretty smart. We easily realized that the spell Kalana used to flee had a small range, no further than 600 feet. We checked our surroundings in this range and quickly found the place she teleported to, as well as a trail leading from there. Inspired by our success, we tried to find anyone who could have seen these despicable people. We're also pretty good at worldly knowledge. Radigan's brain is maybe carrying us. We failed that. Sadly, the wild woods of the stolen lands are not like city streets, where you can talk to passers-by, go to a tavern, question the drunkards, and order a beer. In the whole area, we only met a single mushroom gatherer who seemed suspicious that we were armed, turned around, and ran. No one was going to help us, so we, without searching for other ways to simplify our work, we followed the trail of the Technic League. We have a fair chance at this. And we failed. As I've written before, the stolen lands are a mystery covered in thicket, and not just any thicket, but an especially dense one. The henchmen of the ominous Technic League, who, as we recall, are insidious, use this peculiarity of the landscape to cover their trail. We wandered into the forest for a long time, soaked our feet in a swamp, and got scratched all over by wild raspberry. But at last we found their camp, after several hours had passed. Feels bad to fail that check after succeeding on the hard check at first, but you know, that's the way the dice fall sometimes.
I tire.
And hey look, it was just right where we were. Many of us are really tired now. The only person who's not tired is... Oh good, I'm exhausted. I won't let that slow me down too much, though. I think I can still move at full speed while exhausted, as long as I'm not encumbered.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Nope, I move at that speed. Feels bad. But I don't want to rest yet. look, an archer. Let's have you take a shot.
You. This is where I step in.
You cannot stand against me.
Looks like we saw each other at the same time. My shot was not able to land early. Charge it!
Die, die, die!
And they're firing a melee. Bad choice on their part.
Serves you right.
Can you loop around? Kinda. Can't charge, can't quite move enough. Oh well, this is what intimidation is for.
A calculated risk.
New combat round. Came in.
Wretched things.
Let the attack commence.
3 attacks of opportunity for trying to shoot a bow in melee. Really, really, really bad move. But sometimes they just try.
You deserved it.
Bring it!
Okay, that finishes them. But there's more to this camp than that. You see 2 people, Bragungar and... Can't really see the other name because it's kind of covered up. We're not going to free them yet. We'll try and deal with everybody first. We know their leader is still here. Let's see, technically mage, technically archer. Those guys are awake. Go out for a hunt and bring back plenty of meat.
You have
Alright.
my attention.
While they're asleep, I can use this vanish potion. I'm going to try and have you coup de grace this mage.
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
Like this.
Not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
It's not working. They're asleep.
Doing it wrong. The
But you
spell is flawed.
You're doing it as right as you possibly can.
Tear them apart!
Alright, just attack it then. Good hit. Alright, let's start the song. Turn it off. Move aside. Deal with the archer.
Last wishes.
Can you get in there? You can. Solid hit. I need to get you as close to the enemy mages as you can. Let's try intimidating. Failed. You have the wand of magic missile. Fire that. Summoning some wolves. More enemies come out of the woodworks.
They go down!
I missed. Oh good, cause fear, our favorite. Do I have a way to counter that? No, not really. Okay, Kalana's there. What is Kalana's defenses looking like? Your low save is reflex. So if I use grease and try to target here, let's see if this will work. Excellent. I like crowd control. Crowd control is very
This
good.
is where I step in.
Okay, you're undead, so you shouldn't really have a worry about this.
Despicable.
Still missed. Yep, running away. It happens. I could move the wand here. Got that. Mage down. Don't want to get tripped by a wolf, so I'm going to not move. Oh boy, more fear! My favorite.
Serves you right.
Smilodon's really carrying his weight.
Advance.
Still can't seem to hit that person. I can't double move it back in. I get more scared. That's awful.
May I see your entrails, please?
Still down. Still down. I don't really want to fight the summon monster, to be perfectly honest. It'll fade out as soon as the boss gets downed. But
Bring it.
I don't want to get tripped. Really do not want to get tripped. Oh boy, more fear! Wait, I can't... She doesn't have Lingering Song, does she? Ah, that was a waste. Oh well. I don't want to fall into the grease. I don't want to... Okay. We're going to take a really long trip. Okay.
Unworthy.
Finally, you did some damage. Come on, Valerie. You have to face your fears head on. I know that's not how it works in game. I really want her to just move in. Truly, genuinely.
Burn, slice, and behead. Tear them apart.
Alright, game. Yeah, I'm too tired to really do much.
This will hurt.
You deserved it.
This combat sure is going. There we go. Alright. That deals with the wolf.
Wretched things.
Alright, Valerie. You can do this. Just, come on.
Die, die, die.
Normally Valerie's the one bringing the fear, but it turns out she's also really susceptible to it.
They go down.
They really want to use acid.
Let's try this way. This should do it.
Not a very successful arrow. Let's not... Dagnabbit!
Despicable.
Grease is hilarious. It works both for me and against me. That's how you like being scared. No!
Hey!
Bring it.
Okay. Just a little bit more. One more enemy.
Risk.
Come on.
This is where I step in.
Okay. Kalana drops her weapon and raises her hands, which are covered in blood. Mercy, don't kill me. The half-orc bares his fangs. That is how you talk now, wretch! I've wanted to do this for so long. He casts a spell on his outstretched palm, and sparks begin dancing upon it. The half-elf puts her hand on his shoulder. Magonga, come now, let her go. It's one thing to kill her in battle, but executing her unarmed. Why spoil the joy of being free? Octavia, are you out of your mind? This filth is from the Technic League. By her own hand she enchained us, and you want to forgive her? Do you think she'll thank you? Ha! She'll just gather another band and try to catch us again. Before deciding her fate, I want to ask some questions. I'll tell you everything I know. I know much. You'll see, I am more used to you alive than dead. Tell me about the Technic League. It is an ancient alliance of wizards and scholars of the Numerian wastelands and its technologies. We are the mightiest organization in the whole of Numeria. We possess powers that the uninitiated could only dream of, and our agents are everywhere, not just in Numeria. Believe me, there are not people you want as enemies. Sounds promising. Only cowards with no honor reckon sheer power a good reason for an alliance. Jethro raises her eyebrow, but doesn't grace Valerie with an answer. Is it normal for the Technic League to grab random people from the road to enslave them? Kalana shrugs. The Technic League is so strong because it's never ashamed of taking what it needs, whatever the laws may say. We are missing a slave. We underestimated you. That was a mistake, of course, and I apologize. What are you doing in this part of the world? I was sent by Maestro Janush. He is a very important person and a mighty wizard. He taught those two ungrateful slaves everything they know. You will be furious to find out if they are free, and will certainly find out one who stole the Technically's property. Believe me, he does not need me for that. Whether you kill me or not, he'll find you in no time. You say this Magistro guy of yours will find us anyway? I guess we don't get anything out of sparing you. You'd best not anger the Maestro. If you kill me, he'll be furious. Oh, I'm so scared. You know, I actually like getting slavers and other assholes angry with me. Then I get to cut them to pieces. Well, that's certainly an attitude to have with it. Why did you have these two in chains? I think I already know the answer to this, but... Because we own them. The Technic League spent vast sums of money on these two. We nurtured them, fed them, treated them, even taught them magic for many years. They cost us a fortune, and we're not going to just set them free, whatever your local customs say. We are fully in our rights. I don't have any more questions. Listen to me. Do not make any hasty decisions. I am an important person in the Technic League. I have connections. You will benefit from such an ally. You see now what a slime ball she is? Step aside, let me fry her. Fortunately for her, I am, at my heart, a good person. I will spare her life. Go back to Numeria. Ragongar strikes Galata across the face. Get out of my sight, you filth! Like the gods of my friends are so soft. And she rushes off. And disappears. You shouldn't have spared her life. On second thought, what difference does it make? Either way, she'll rot in the abyss. Ha ha! We're free! I can't believe it. Free from birds in the sky. Ugh! Ha 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 ha! Ragongar holds Octavia tight, and she laughs lightly and kisses him on the lips. Thank you. You've no idea how long we've tried to escape the Technic League. This is a miracle. Who are you? I'm Ragongar, and this is Octavia. The rotten Numerians held us as slaves. We are no mere scavengers. You see the crowd they had guarding us? It's because we used magic, and I'm not bad with a blade if it comes to that. They're all right. We could use them on our team. Well, that certainly is a thought. What is the Technic League? A huge man-eating spider, catching all Numerians in its webs. They're a secret society of arcane spellcasters who study ancient technology. They have eyes and ears throughout this land and abroad. It is said they even have a cool in their pocket. The very sovereign of Numeria. Oh, that's bad. They also control the slave trade in the country. I've seen many a young treasure hunter's adventures end with the slave market. Ugh! We're technically rot in Abaddon. There's nothing worse than a nation with which secret criminal organization has consolidated power. Even an openly cruel tyrant is better than an infection that festers in Numeria. How did you get captured by Kalana? I've lost count of how many times we tried to escape. I can't name all the things we've tried, but we were caught every time. And then they'd just take us somewhere else. I don't know who would want to buy us, but I imagine how happy we were when we'd learned that they'd be taking us to the river kingdoms, where slavery is forbidden. Indeed. We tried so many times to escape, in the end the League itself brought us their free lands, under heavy guard, I'll grant you. If it wasn't for you, who knows where we'd go next? You're good fighters. Want to join my group? Of course! Octavia, what do you say? I'll be happy to join you. Alright, so now I have decisions to make. Usually at this point, I'm going to get rid of my Arcane Caster in order to recruit Octavia. Octavia is a rogue and spellcaster, but that's fine. That builds her perfectly to do something in the future with a prestige class. I also have 2 bards, and I cannot get rid of myself. So I'm going to get rid of Lindsay, and I'm going to take Ragongar with me. Let's take a look at these 2 party members real quick. Ragongar is incredibly strong, owing to his half-orc heritage. He is an Eldritch Scion, which is a form of Magus, which means, yes, he can cast magic and hit things with a sword. That's what they do. They cast magic in melee. Octavia has a crippling flaw of only having 8 constitution. That's really going to hurt her health in the future. She will crumple like a wet paper. However, she also has really, really high dexterity, really high intelligence, and an incredibly high trickery score. She's going to be better at lockpicking than Lindsay could ever be. Well, I mean, Lindsay can get some... She's better than lockpicking than Lindsay is right now. Let's put it that way. Alright then.
Request.
Let's grab all this stuff off the ground. I'm going to control one person at a time, because,
Onwards. Together.
I don't want to keep on tripping and falling. Let's take all their food. Take all the stuff.
Done and done.
Pick that box open. She's really good at it. Really, really good at it.
I am free to do what you ask of me.
No, the grease! Alright, next up.
I need a challenge.
We free the prisoners. Freedom! Freedom!
Ready and willing.
Alright, and I'm going to go up towards this box now, which has some enchanted chain shirt.
Together we are unstoppable.
We're going to put that on him immediately, because he is going to be in melee. Did I get any more magic items? No. And what do we get for loot here? Let's see here. Price descending. Did we get a new 2-handed weapon? No. That is unfortunate. Well, you have a Masterwork Scimitar. That's going to do well enough for you right now. These are really good for a Magus because they have a larger crit range. And because of the way that, Maguses fight with their melee spells, they do benefit from a weapon with an increased crit range.
You can count on me.
I am going to set up a couple of things on their bars. Let's see here. Yep, physical enhancement dexterity. You want that. Let's see here. Vital Kinetic Fist sure is an ability that you have. It's not entirely useful, but you have it, so we're going to put it on the bar. You're auto-casting Acid Splash because you're able to do sneak attacks with touch spells, and that's your whole gimmick. That's what you do.
I'm restless.
As for you, I need you to have Touch of Fatigue on your bar, as well as Charge, Coup de Grace. You have Grow Claws. I don't really think this is useful. I think this disables your ability to cast spells. As for Arcane Weapon enhancements and such, we'll deal with that some other time. Alright, let's get moving. It's going to take Prometheus forever to reach the edge of the map. And that's okay.
What you want?
This is a downside of being exhausted. Nothing will help this, except for rest. I probably should have rested before I came in here. But such is the way of things. And I will definitely be resting now that I'm out.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
But before that, let's take a look at spells. Let's see. As a Magus... Oh, you're the type of Magus that's a spontaneous spellcaster. Alright, fair enough. I don't have to prepare Ragongar's spells. Octavia, on the other hand... I am not going to be using your first level spells to do damaging attacks. you're primarily going to be relying on sneak attack damage to do damage with spells. So, you need buffs. Let's give you lots of enlarged persons. Let's see. Does anybody else need to prepare spells? No. No, everybody else is good. Alright. Let's take a rest. Let's manage our group. What can you guys do? You are good at stealth. And you cannot cook. You cannot do much of anything, can you? I can cook. In that case, you guys do that, and we hope for the best. Alright, let's use rations. Actually, if we're using rations, we don't need a hunt. If that's the case, let's do this. Ah, here we go. Intimidating posture. Most enemies who are weaker than Ragangar will avoid facing him and won't attack your camp. So if we get hit in the night, it will only be by something that's really strong. That sounds good.
You lazy bones. You didn't even try at all during the last battle. Are you feeling all right?
Hey, I'm just giving you a chance to get at least one kill for yourself.
They didn't even participate in the last battle, but here we are. Health went up a little bit. I guess we didn't have enough healing abilities to be able to fully restore, but that's okay. We accomplished a lot today. Over the last couple of days or so, it seems. And we have so much more that we can do. We have a lot of loot, we have a lot of stuff, and we've acquired 2 new companions. Next time, I'm going to explore some of the local areas and see if I can find some more stuff to be able to grow in power before I tackle some of the harder challenges. Later, Pathfinders!